Guys, I did it. I finally did it. I finally found a good bunch of best new mods. So there I was, just, hanging out, chilling, thinking about what to do next, when suddenly mods. So I knew what had to be done, time to gear up and let's go. First of all, the most important thing, dynamic iFPS clamp. Yes, another fix mod, so to say. Yes, it's been 9 years and we are still trying to fix this shit show. This mod aims to eliminate frame skips. In other words, micro-stuttering. It's really annoying when it happens because it breaks immersion. Seems to be working just fine also, even the HDT equipment seems to glitch less with it, except in first person. Just take a look at the shadow on the wall. That has always annoyed me. A fix for this is yet to come, I guess. Or I just need to upgrade my PC. Yeah, for a 9-year-old game. Makes sense, right? But okay, let's continue. I hope you are all seated. If not, here are some thrones of Skyrim. Very comfortable sitting opportunity. Now you see, with this, the thrones in each hold will look different and represent the hold they belong to with visual style. So the Jarls will not only sit on them like a boss all day, but also look the part. Then let's also take a look at those horny candles. I mean horn candles, of course. Those stylish Nordic light sources we keep seeing everywhere in different variants. And now we can see them in glorious 4K ultra detailed textures. Or in 2K, or 1K, depending on your machine. But the most impressive of all are definitely the 3D Snowberries. Admit it. I said admit it. You have been waiting for this. I have been waiting for this. Everybody has been waiting for this. Now we can finally stare at those big red balls in all their 3-dimensional glory. Look at them. I said look at them! Those plants have a lot of balls in 3D. Okay, if you calmed down a bit, let me introduce you to something that will actually be useful on our travels. Follower mods. The first one is a dialogue overhaul for our friendly neighborhood vampire, Serana.
You're back! I thought you might have been dead, or that something might have happened to you. I thought...
Big mod with lots of edited vanilla dialogues and also newly recorded lines. Also received a ton of endorsements. It does not only give her quest awareness and radiant dialogues during combat, exploration and so on, but there are also options for comments on some modded armors, romance mods like Amorous Adventures, Flower Girls, and some more. You could say this is really the ultimate Serana overhaul. Anyway, here are some examples.
So... kiss me then. It still feels kind of weird, waking up after thousands of years, even at this point. Just thinking about an empire in Cyrodiil, I definitely thought everything would end with the remnants.
Well, most of the people in your little crew aren't my type, just as I'm probably not theirs. A bunch of their inner cult are werewolves, and typically, vampires and werewolves don't get along. Well, you get the point. Just some things tend to stick around after a couple hundred years.
Well, I do admire their fondness for the sea, as pirates, sailors, or adventurers of the open waters. I used to read especially... So what do you say? Would you like to sail the open seas in pursuit of fame and the rarest treasures? I was kind of just playing around, but I like your enthusiasm. Maybe we should set sail for the coasts of Hammerfell sometime. After we're done with everything here in Skyrim.
And then we have Alkaia, also an interesting custom-voiced follower. She can be found in the Temple of the Bella.
We shall be strong together.
She speaks in a very calm and somewhat quiet voice and is not one to waste words. She does, however, have some extra dialogue options where you can learn about her past, for example.
I came from Orsinium, the mightiest stronghold ever built by the awesomeness. Nowadays, it's been taken by the Empire, and they say the walls of Orsinium are impenetrable.
Her dialogue lines are all well crafted and appear lore-friendly. Also, despite growing up in a distant place, she has some Nord blood in her veins and is no milk drinker.
Aye, while Nordic blood still runs through me, my mother, as drunk as she might be, she was a true Nord. Folks can never see me as one of their own, for I have yet to be tested by the thick northern snow.
And in combat, well, as you could imagine, she is a warrior and relies on physical weapons rather than magic. All in all, it's a really nice custom voiced follower. I really hope this one gets a lot of attention and maybe an expansion with more dialogues or even a quest maybe. Not many good follower mods around these days, unfortunately. But wait, while we talk about good followers, there is actually a nice little follower appreciation mod. With a new dialogue option you will be able to give them a hug. They will also respond with a short dialogue line.
Me too.
Works in first and third person, and also on spouses and adopted children. It even works on Ponzu ball robots. Well, kinda. Kopol didn't want to hug me back. The only thing you should probably not use it with, however, is the alternate conversation camera mod, because it, yeah, looks weird and will probably give you motion sickness. Anyway, since the team is assembled and appreciated, it's time to get some new gear for our adventures. Rivendell Bow is the first one. Well, it's a bow from what it looks like. Made out of wood, I would say. Next is an Alik'r sword called Dragontail. Beautiful weapon with nice engravings. Goes really well with my armor. Not so cool about the bloodstains though. This is not how you treat a weapon. Now some armors. DX Necromancer Robes, more Deserter X stuff. Very detailed outfit with nice decorations. This modder keeps improving. A couple of different color options, a see-through variant, and also the stuff you see on the back is actually an equipable accessory, but there is a separate mod where you can get it as an actual weapon. The next armor is the Dark Knight armor, insert Batman joke here. Also a very high attention to detail, looks like something the MILF Guardians from Witcher could wear. Here is the artwork it's based on. Also here we have the same story but with a shield. You can have it as an accessory or as an actual shield through a separate mod. Then we have the Fallen Wanderer's outfit. Well, this wanderer must have fallen pretty low, because it looks like they can't even afford decent footwear. Don't forget, she is only half Nord, she will freeze to death. Fortunately, there is at least a cool sword included, called Sword of Sorrow. And also there are HDT physics. Then there is another historically correct outfit by Kozakowy, 1546 Elizabeth Tudor gown. Based on this painting here, looks fantastic I have to say. I wonder if they will add the hair dress too later. And last but not least, there is also a super lore-friendly one. Scale Nord Armor by Nordwarrior. Yeah, they released so much similar looking stuff that I don't even know what to say here. But you know, I was kinda lying to you. This is not the last mod. This here is. It's because this is not really armor, but still something you wear on your head. A high poly vanilla hair replacer. And it looks fantastic. This is really something I have been waiting for a long time. Because I really don't like those replacers which make NPCs look like models in a hair product ad. The only problem is that this mod alone doesn't do shit with the NPCs in your game. For it to actually take effects, you would have to export each face scan in the creation kit. So yeah, somebody needs to upload a face scan pack for all the NPCs. Well, I have to admit, modding Skyrim is really a hell lot of fun. But do you know what's even better? Actually playing, for Talos' sake. That's why this is my favorite category. Quest mods. Death Consumes All by NB God. A very scary sounding quest mod where we have to stop a horrible plague. Oh, did I forget to mention that this is a DLC side quest with around 5,000 lines of dialogue? In case you weren't hyped enough. But anyway, Evil Plague, right.
I'm Livia, a prefect from the Imperial Legion. I've been trying to find you. For Skyrim faces a most evil threat that demands every hero's sword. Yours is the sharpest among all of them. For that, we need your aid. To stop a plague that's slaughtering the people and raising them as undead.
Livia here came from Cyrodiil, where the plague apparently had its origin. You see, I knew this is going to be a great mod when she addressed me in a somewhat special way.
The plague threatens everyone. Sooner or later, we all have to put down our differences to face it. We're just doing it before the rest of the world. And that's why I chose to set aside our differences, Rebel.
Yeah, it's because I chose the Stormcloak side on this character. But anyway, the dialogues are very brunchy and elaborate, with lots of options, just like a real conversation should be. Anyway, long story short, the plague has something to do with a place called Tyrannosaurus or something.
Aranosaurus.
excuse me, arena Seras, and an evil soul gem. Some Imperial agent was tasked with stopping the plague and was sent to Skyrim, so now we have to look for them to get some more information. And from here on we have to wander around and question random, obviously newly appeared citizens for clues. Yeah, looking at them all running around with masks, I think I get the idea where the inspiration for this mod comes from, lol. Anyway, if it doesn't sound too exciting yet, let me tell you, this quest mod is like nothing I have seen so far. Let's start with the non-linear quest line. You can actually decide which quests you want to do and which not. You can even go straight to the final chapter if you have figured out what's going on. Then there's the fact that this plague is actually really hardcore, and depending on how you play you can get almost everyone killed pretty fast. It's so hardcore even that an easy mode has been implemented upon request, which makes the unique NPCs immune to the plague. But there is also a hardcore mode in case you feel suicidal. Turning that on makes even the player character able to get infected. Anyway, the questline also heavily depends on your decisions.
Then we must act now. The time is short and the plague could make its kill any second. What would you have us do?
Also, let's not forget about Livia herself. She of course doubles as a unique follower with lots of dialogue, quest awareness, and of course a romance option, because we need to be able to romance everything nowadays. And let's also not forget about those insane horde battles, which will surely make, at least your frame rate really scared. But seriously, do I need to say anything else? This quest mod is outstanding. I'm really happy that such cool quest mods are still being made, and Skyrim wasn't, puts on sunglasses, left for dead. And this is it for this episode. The links to all mods are as always in the description below. Don't forget to endorse the mods you like. And if you are not scared of the plague, hit the like button and subscribe for more best new Skyrim mods. I thank you all for watching, don't get infected, and see you around.